everyone, this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I'm doing a really cute floral pattern on this Mexican beach pebble. I am going to be using two of my Amagic paintbrushes, a number 2 and a number 4. These are both flat brushes. And then I am using my number 4 Deerfoot Stippler and a dotting stylus. Doesn't matter what you have to make dots with, it's up to you. Alright, I have coated this rock already with the 14 karat gold MultiSurface FolkArt paint. That's what you're seeing on there now. And I just did the front part of it, not the back. I am doing classic green, thicket, magenta, wicker white, and licorice. Again, all of these paints are FolkArt paints, mixture of MultiSurface and enamels. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up before you leave. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and also hit the share button underneath the video to share this on your social network once you're done watching the video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to begin by double loading my number 4 brush, and I just dip one side and the other side into the opposite colors. Now you can do a situation here, you can do where you just put the brush over into the color that you want and then do the blending strokes when they're this close together. That's up to you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start at the top with my beginning design. And on this I am again using the wicker white, the magenta, and creating just like these teardrop style petals. And then I'm going to come over here to the side a little bit and pull like that. If you get too much paint on your brush, feel free to scrape it off. What I'm going to do now is take the brush on the chisel edge, run it up the front, and then just back down again, like that. And we're going to go in and do our blending strokes, and then I'm going to start over here, Now, when you're painting on any surface really, if it needs more coats, if you're not happy with the paint coverage, feel free to either give it a little bit of drying time, or hit it with a heat gun, or a hairdryer even will work, and then go over it again. Or you can just do it a couple times without giving it drying time. I just would like to maintain the white on the edges if at all possible. A lot of times mine turn pink. And then I'm going to come over here and put this one over here. And they're just real simple little strokes. Now, if you're new to my channel, please understand that the intent of my channel is to provide you with simple designs. My thing is to enable everyone to be creative. I don't want you to be afraid to give it a try. I'm just trying to get that in there nicer than what it is. Alright, let me use if I can find it here. Yeah, I think I moved it, but anyhow, it's fine. Alright, so then I'm going to do one more. I like to work in threes. So I am going to do one that goes like this, goes like that, and then we'll just keep working on it. And you can start over here, because like I said, I started over and did all of them going the same direction. It's up to you. I am a lefty, if you haven't noticed or paid attention. And the reason why that's important is you may find yourself needing to start in opposite direction than what I do. So if that's the case, because I'm starting from right to left, you might find it easier to go from left to right. Up to you. Alright, so I'm going to dip my little Deerfoot stippler into the licorice, and I'm going to come over here and tap a center in. Now you can tap the center in first if you choose to do it that way. Just know that you might want to give it some dry time or hit it with a heat gun or hair dryer, because it will pull the black into the bottom petal if you go over it wet while it's wet. Just so you know. And again, like I said, I'm just going to tap the center in, just one color, and just keep building on it till I get it the way I want it to look. And like I said, I'm pulling in some of the color from the bottom petal, which is fine. Not a big deal. When you're doing wet on wet, it's kind of hard not to do that. I just want to get more paint over here. I'm going to come up here, do my final one. Like I said, very simple, and it's meant to be simple to give you some courage to paint and be creative. Definitely. These don't have to be identical, because the flowers, you know, when you're doing hand painting, they're not going to be identical when you're doing it by freehand. Now if you tap in a design with a stencil or something, then maybe that would work. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is finish these up just by putting some dots on them. I like to vary the size of my dots. And you don't have to have too many. Or you can have a lot, doesn't matter, up to you. And the thing of it is, with your dots, just don't put a lot of pressure when you're trying to make tinier ones. Okay, I'm going to stop before I mess them up. Alright, then the next thing I'm going to do is take my brush, and I am going to double load my thicket with the classic green, and then I'm going to touch it into the Wicker White a little bit. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to start painting in my leaves. And you can go over these too, you know, if you want to add some more color in them. And just give them some good coverage. And do the same over here. When you do this, you don't have to double load. You can actually just paint over them, you know, paint a color, then paint over it if you want. Up to you. And your colors don't have to go the same direction. You can if you want them all to, like I did the dark on the top here, dark on the bottom, dark on the top. You can just rotate them. I think it gives it more interest when you do that. If you don't like that and you want them all to be the same, go for it. Again, keep in mind, this is your creation, so however you want it to be, as long as you're happy with it, that's what matters. I'm going to turn this one up like that. Add a little more white to it. And do it like that. Alright, then I'm going to put in some little poles here. And I'm going to do a stem. Have a stem come down here. Like that. Put my little poles in here. I'm going to put a little stem like that. Just a little, okay, we're connecting it here. And bring it down like that. I like when they crisscross if you're putting a stem on. I like that look. Alright, so we're going to just keep going with this. And I'm going to come up here, pull some leaves from the top. And you can actually do these in different colors as far as, you know, you don't have to use all green, or you can maybe even add some blue. Just really doesn't matter. I feel like I tend to gravitate towards the certain colors of green that I really like, especially my thicket. I can get my paintbrush to quit rolling. But again, that's up to you what you like. And if you want to do different styles of leaves, that's fine too. I think this is pretty. Just a very simple design. Again, meant to be very simple for anybody to do. I'm going to just do some pulls here to connect them. And I like to also just kind of bring out some little, I mean, they're not branches per se, but little fillers. Very pretty. And you can always add more as you go. Just take a look at it and see what you think as you're doing it. If you need to add any more, if you just want to leave it like that. Alright, I have one last thing I want to add on to this. I'm going to go back with my stylus, dip it into the white, and then I'm going to just start tapping in. And it doesn't have to be, you know, like so with the dots, it doesn't have to be, you know, certain sizes, whatnot. It's just get in there and dot and do what you need to do. Make it your own. So I do like to vary the sizes of the dots. And there's no specific placement either. Just wherever you feel the need to add something. If you want to do a different color, feel free to do so. They don't have to be white. You definitely don't have to be white. But just think, if you just left it plain, it would be okay. But it wouldn't be near as fun as if you are adding the dots. I think that gives it a nice little finish. Sorry that I put my hands in there. I'm just going to do a few up here. And even if you just did, just a few here and there, that looks nice too. I like it. I think I'm going to stop right here. It's finished. If you like this video, again, make sure that you hit the thumbs up. New to my channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And don't forget to share this on your social network with all your family and friends. I would appreciate it. Thanks again so much for taking the time to view my video. Please stick around and view some of my other ones. I'd appreciate it. Until the next time, you stay safe and healthy and have a good one.